I remember when anime fans were just nerds, geeks, or weebs bonding over their favorite shows in the corner of the cafeteria or on obscure internet forums. We were marginalized, bullied, and made fun of for liking Japanese cartoons. There was a simplicity to it, a sense of community built on shared love for a medium that most people didn't understand. But something changed. Anime went mainstream, and with that mainstream acceptance came a flood of new demographics, new politics, and new conflicts. And somewhere along the line, the fandom that was once ostracized for being different became one of the most toxic spaces on the internet. Anime fandom is synonymous with death threats to creators and voice actors, racist harassment of Black fans and cosplayers, sexist attacks on women, gatekeeping that makes new fans feel unwelcome, shipping wars that lead to doxxing, LGBTQ+ hostility, and far-right radicalization pipelines. This isn't hyperbole. This is documented, and this is widespread. So how did we get here? How did the community built around animated storytelling become a breeding ground for harassment, bigotry, and genuine violence? That is exactly what we're unpacking today, and I'm not holding back. This is how anime fandom became toxic. Let's start with the most disturbing pattern: fans attacking the creators of the content they claim to love. Hajime Isayama, creator of Attack on Titan, received death threats over how the manga ended. The harassment got so bad that before appearing at New York City Con in 2022, he had to issue a statement asking fans for simple kindness and consideration. Think about that. A creator had to beg his fans not to threaten his life because they didn't like a story ending. Kohei Horikoshi, creator of My Hero Academia, was harassed for a character's name that fans claimed referenced war crimes. Sui Ushida, creator of Tokyo Ghoul, deleted his social media entirely due to toxic backlash and intense criticism. These aren't isolated incidents. This is a pattern of entitlement where fans believe they own the work and have the right to punish creators who don't cater to their demands. And it only gets worse. Voice actors, people who bring these characters to life, face constant harassment simply for doing their jobs. Yui Ishikawa, the Japanese voice of Mikasa Ackerman in Attack on Titan. In November 2023, a 25-year-old man named Fuka Kishimoto posted death threats on an internet message board. "I will stab her randomly with a knife." He was arrested. This wasn't his first offense. He threatened an anime director in 2020 and was fined 500,000 yen. When Kishimoto went to trial, he admitted guilt. The prosecution stated, "Miss Ishikawa is working in fear, trembling even during the night." He was sentenced to 1 year and 6 months imprisonment. Aya Hirano, voice of Hiruhi Suzumiya, Misa from Death Note, and Lucy from Fairy Tail. She received ongoing death threats for over a decade. In 2023, she tweeted, "When I do work in anime, I still get death threats and other things that I should not. I don't think it's very healthy to work while you feel like your life is in danger. The feeling of being scared crushes my desire to put on a performance for fans." Laura Bailey, voice of Kid Trunks in Dragon Ball, Toru Honda in Fruit Basket, received death threats over her character Abby in The Last of Us 2. The anime community rallied behind her, but the damage was done. Kimberly Ann Campbell, Black voice actress for Nagatoro's dub, was harassed by fans, claiming she was ruining the purity of the original. They never apply this scrutiny to white dub actors. AJ Beckles and Kerry Walchgren, voice actors for Dandadan's dub, temporarily deactivated their social media in 2024 after supporting a 60-year-old black artist who was being harassed for drawing the characters as black. And then we get into the worst aspect, the deaths. Ashley Gale Paxton, known online as Squid Kid 111, a 19-year-old UCLA student, chemistry award recipient, and talented cosplayer with over 15,000 Instagram followers. On October 27, 2025, Ashley died by suicide at her residence in Los Angeles. For 7 years, Ashley shared her love for anime cosplay across the internet, meeting fans at conventions, on campus, at photo shoots. She was known for elaborate, technically skilled recreations of anime and Japanese-inspired characters. Her work was polished, creative, and expressive, everything cosplay claims to celebrate. But behind the careful, crafted costumes, Ashley was enduring relentless racist harassment. Ashley faced continuous attacks for cosplaying light-skinned or non-black characters. Critics bombarded her with comments about her skin tone, questioning her right to embody characters who didn't share her racial identity. According to accounts shared with cosplayer communities, the harassment targeted Ashley's appearance and choice of characters to portray, with comments about her skin tone and questions about her right to embody characters who did not share her racial identity. The racism created an impossible double blind. Black cosplayers get attacked for portraying non-black characters, quote unquote, "you're ruining them," and for only cosplaying black characters, quote unquote, "you are limiting yourself." This catch-22 reveals the underlying racism that treats black participants in fandom as inherently problematic regardless of what choices individual creators make. As one writer put it, white strangers, faceless anime avatars, burner accounts, private accounts formed a mob and slowly wore her down. Not instantly, not in one viral moment, but with the steady grinding pressure of anti-black hostility disguised as critique. The harassment was reportedly exacerbated when a photographer, someone Ashley worked with professionally, liked racist comments directed at her. The betrayal from within the cosplay industry compounded the abuse from anonymous strangers. On November 13th, 2025, Ashley's Instagram account posted a tribute. She genuinely loved the transformation and magic of cosplay and connection with others through the community. So it is with the heaviest of hearts that we inform you of Ashley's passing. Ashley was only 19 years old. She was a college student, an award-winning chemistry student, and a gifted artist, dead because she tried to enjoy anime. Hana Kimura, a professional wrestler who appeared on the Japanese reality show Terrace House in May 2020. She died by suicide after relentless cyberbullying over her actions on the show. In 2023, Oshinoko aired an episode depicting a character in a dating reality show receiving harassment and contemplating suicide. The parallels to Hana Kimura's death were explicit. Her mother criticized the anime for capitalizing on the specifics of her daughter's death. And what did fans do? They harassed her excessively. The Broadcasting Ethics and Programming Improvement Organization in Japan received formal complaints about the toxic subset of Oshinoko's fandom attacking Kimura's grieving mother. Adam Smith, a teenager with learning difficulties who wrote fanfiction for My Little Pony fandom. Online trolls accused him of plagiarizing a short story. They bombarded him with harassment and mocked his speech problems when he posted an apology video. Days later, he was seen crying as he walked to a railway line near his home. He was hit by a train and killed. These are real people driven to death because of a toxic fandom. So what does this toxicity look like actually? Let me break down 7 of the patterns that define toxic anime fans. Number 1, gatekeeping.
You're not a real fan unless you've watched 300 anime. You only like mainstream trash like My Hero Academia? Normie. You watch dub? Get out.
Naruto fans dismiss newcomers who haven't watched every episode. Dragon Ball fans attack people who only know Dragon Ball Z. One Piece fans expect encyclopedic knowledge of lore before you're allowed to have an opinion. The irony? Many of these gatekeepers were once bullied outsiders themselves. Now, they flip the power dynamic to control who gets access to what should be a shared love. Number 2. Subbed versus dub wars.
If you watch dub, you're not a real anime fan.
This manufactured elitism ignores that not everyone can or wants to read subtitles while watching. It ignores accessibility needs. It ignores that families with young children might prefer dub. But toxic fans will go out of their way to attack anyone who watches dubbed anime as if language preferences determine authenticity. Number 3. Waifu wars.
She's my waifu, not yours.
What starts as a joke becomes genuine conflict. Fans get into real arguments, sometimes leading to harassment, over fictional characters' ownership. The obsession reveals something disturbing. Parasocial relationships taken to pathological extremes. Number 4. Spoiler terrorism. Some fans purposely spoil major plot points to ruin others' enjoyment. Attack on Titan manga readers have a long history of spoiling key twists for the anime-only viewers, sometimes posting spoilers just to provoke reactions. It's not about sharing excitement, it's about exerting power and causing chaos. Shipping warfare. My Hero Academia fandom is infamous for this. Fans send death threats to other fans, artists, and voice actors over romantic pairings. Black Clover, Haikyuu, Demon Slayer. The same pattern repeats. Shipping stops being celebratory and becomes a battleground where disagreement is met with doxxing, harassment campaigns, and genuine threats. Number 6. Elitism and purity testing.
You've only watched 30 anime? You're not a real weeb.
This artificial hierarchy punishes casual enjoyment and demands encyclopedic knowledge as the price of entry. Fans who haven't consumed massive amounts of content are dismissed as inferior, even though they've engaged with the same medium. And finally, number 7. Racism, sexism, and bigotry. Black cosplayers are told this character isn't black, or called racial slurs for cosplaying non-black characters. Black voice actors like Anaris Quinones face constant dismissal as diversity hires. A 16-year-old black artist named Lynn drew Dandadan characters with African-American features and was harassed so severely she had to lock her account. Female critics are talked over, harassed, or reduced to sexual objects. LGBTQ+ fans face attacks for engaging with content in ways that challenge heteronormative assumptions. Okay, we've established the what. Now let's talk about the why. Because this isn't just people are mean on the internet. There are specific psychological, sociological, and structural factors that converge in anime fandom to create this toxic ecosystem. Number 1. Identity fusion. Adolescence is a critical period for identity formation. For many young fans, anime fandom isn't just an interest, it becomes an identity container. When your sense of self is fused with media preferences, criticism of content feels like a personal attack. In-group/out-group thinking intensifies. Ideological rigidity increases. You stop seeing disagreements as difference of opinion and start seeing it as existential threat. Number 2. Escapism as maladaptive coping. Anime offers power fantasies, simplified moral systems, and clear hierarchies. For youth experiencing social isolation, academic anxiety, romantic rejection, anime becomes escape rather than entertainment. And when reality doesn't match the fantasy, frustration gets displaced outwards. women blamed for rejection, LGBTQ plus people framed as intruders, minorities scapegoated through stereotypes. This mirrors patterns seen in incel and extremist radicalization pipelines. Number 3. Parasocial attachment and objectification. Many anime narratives sexualize characters while removing real-world consequences. They present women and minorities as archetypes rather than agents. Younger viewers with limited real-life relationship experience confuse fictional dynamics with real social norms. They internalize entitlement-based thinking. They develop hostility towards groups that don't conform to fantasy expectations. This in itself doesn't cause sexism, but it reinforces existing cognitive distortions. Number 4. Algorithmic radicalization. Younger brains are more sensitive to dopamine spikes and less equipped for impulse regulation. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Discord, and Reddit reward outrage and contrarianism. Anime-related outrage content,
Woke ruined anime.
or
Feminism is killing manga.
triggers anger, which drives engagement, which gets algorithmically amplified. This creates dopamine-linked radicalization loops. You get addicted to being angry. Number 5. Online anonymity and de-individualization. Anime fandom thrives in pseudonymous spaces with meme-based communication. This enables dehumanization, shock value bigotry, and irony as a shield, or
It's just a joke.
repeated ironic bigotry often becomes sincere belief through normalization. You start ironically being racist, then it's not ironic anymore. Number 6. Status loss and displacement anxiety. As anime becomes more mainstream and inclusive, some fans experience status loss. They were special for liking this niche thing. Now everyone likes it. Their identity marker has been diluted. Diversity becomes framed as invasion rather than expansion. This mirrors patterns in gaming, comics, and sci-fi fandoms. Toxic fandom emerges not from dominance, but from perceived displacement. Number 7. Precarity and masculinity crisis. Younger generations face economic instability, diminished traditional pathways to status, and conflicting messages about masculinity. Anime offers clear hierarchies, power fantasies, and gender roles that feel legible. When reality doesn't match fantasy, resentment builds, and the resentment finds targets: women, minorities, LGBTQ plus people. Number 8. The far-right connection. Research shows that internet memetic culture and its relationship with far-right ideology can be traced back to online anime fandom originating in the late 1980s. As one academic study states, internet memetic culture and its relationship with far-right ideological online discourse and practices linked with neo-fascism, racism, sexism, and white supremacy can easily be traced back to this online anime fandom. Early online anime spaces like rec.art.anime were explicitly women exclusionary. As one early member proudly recalled, we quickly chased out the few women. It became an all-male free-for-all for almost a decade. These pre-discourses, pre-existing semantic frameworks, shaped how anime fandom developed. And those frameworks were misogynistic, anti-feminist, and exclusionary from the start. On Twitter and Facebook, anime avatars are heavily favored by alt-right, white neo-fascist types. This isn't coincidental. But these individual incidents don't explain the pattern. We need to talk about the structural issues that enable this toxicity. Platform design. Social media platforms algorithmically reward extremity. The most viral content is outrage content. The most engaging posts are angry posts. Platforms don't care about healthy discourse. They care about engagement metrics. So they funnel users toward increasingly extreme content. creating echo chambers where toxicity is normalized and amplified. Lack of moderation. Discord servers, Reddit communities, Twitter spaces can become breeding grounds for casual sexism, racism, and harassment. When moderation is weak or non-existent, toxic behavior becomes the culture. Communities glorify certain characters while demonizing others based purely on gender or race, revealing deep discomfort with difference. Cultural distance. Japan's post-war education system has been contested regarding how much World War II atrocities and Allied history are taught. This creates cultural distance around certain topics that Western audiences are more familiar and thus find triggering, like Nazi imagery, comfort women, and colonialism. When Japanese creators use imagery casually that carries heavy baggage in the West, it creates friction. But instead of having nuanced conversations about cultural context, fandoms devolve into accusations and defense. The mainstreaming paradox. When anime was niche, it was a refuge for marginalized people. Now that it's mainstream, those who found identity in being different feel threatened. They gatekeep to maintain their safe space, creating artificial barriers to keep out normies or quote-unquote tourists. But this protection mechanism becomes exclusion mechanisms, weaponized against women, people of color, LGBTQ+ fans, and anyone they deem not a real fan. Economic precarity. Younger anime fans face economic instability, lack of traditional status pathways, and conflicting messages about identity and masculinity. Anime provides escapism, but when that escapism becomes primary identity and reality keeps disappointing, the cognitive dissonance creates rage, and that rage needs a target. The creator's silence. Too often, manga creators, anime studios, and production committees stay silent when harassment happens. When Oshinoko fans harassed Hana Kimura's mother, creator Aka Akasaka said nothing. When Dandadan fans harassed Lin, the production committee said nothing. This silence is tacit permission. It tells harassers their behavior is acceptable. Adam Smith is dead, a My Little Pony fan who was bullied until he threw himself under a train. A Miraculous Ladybug fan is dead, harassed by the fandom until she took her own life. Hana Kimura is dead, and her mother then harassed by anime fans for having feelings about seeing her daughter's trauma turned into entertainment. Ashley Gale Paxton, Squid Kid 1111, is dead, a black cosplayer driven to suicide due to the vicious racially motivated harassment she received online. Yui Ishikawa works in fear because a fan threatened to stab her. Aya Hirano questions whether she wants to continue voice acting because the death threats make her too scared to perform. Lin, a 16-year-old kid, had to lock her social media for drawing black characters. Kohei Hirokoshi, Sui Ishida, Hajime Isayama all have faced harassment severe enough to impact their mental health and creative output. This isn't an abstract. These are real people whose lives have been damaged or ended by anime fandom toxicity. And for what? Disagreements about fictional characters? Opinions about story endings? Drawings of different ethnicities? Voice actors doing their jobs? None of this justifies harassment. None of this justifies death threats. None of this justifies driving people to suicide. But it keeps happening over and over because toxic fans have been trained by the algorithms, enabled by platform design, emboldened by community silence, and radicalized by ideological pipelines that teach them their rage is righteous. These people genuinely believe they're somehow protecting something, but what they're actually doing is destroying the community from within. They're making anime fandom synonymous with racism, sexism, homophobia, and violence. They're ensuring that when normal people hear anime fans, they think toxic harassment machines, and they're killing the thing they claim to love so much. So what can we do about this? For platforms, stronger moderation systems, algorithm changes that don't reward outrage, actual consequences for harassment. For studios and creators, public statements condemning harassment, support for attacked voice actors and staff, blocking known harassers from events. For fans, media literacy education, calling out toxicity when you see it, building healthier community norms, recognizing that criticism isn't censorship, understanding that people can enjoy things differently than you. For individuals, offline community building, cross-cultural context learning, therapy for parasocial attachment issues, recognizing when your passion becomes pathology. Evidence shows that fandoms can self-correct, but it requires collective will, consistent accountability, and cultural shifts away from outrage and identity. Anime fandom didn't have to become this. We chose this through years of enabling, excusing, and algorithmically amplifying the worst impulses of the worst people. But we can choose differently. We can build communities that celebrate creativity without attacking creators. We can enjoy stories without threatening people who interpret them differently. We can gatekeep toxicity instead of gatekeeping fans. The question is, will we? Or will we keep making excuses while people keep getting hurt? I know which side I'm on. Now it's your turn to decide what you're going to do about it, because this isn't acceptable and this isn't sustainable. Anime fandom can be better, but only if we demand better. To everyone who made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. I hope the message of this video resonated with you. If it did, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's build a community together.